Hi there, my name is Comba Sivikile, and my journey with Afrika Tikkun started in 2021 through a program called PYS. All right, so in terms of skills, when I joined the program, I joined as a secretary, right? But before that, I joined the program through PYS, then I proceeded to a program called NYS. So in NYS, we're given the opportunity to volunteer at school with what you're good at. So I'm in the education sector, right? So I'd say that through NYS, it significantly buttressed my teaching skills, my professional skills that I would use in my career, right? And then proceeding to secretary, right? What I was doing there mainly was data capturing, recording information, scheduling meetings, and mobilizing the information to the executives and alumni. So I think those are the primary skills that I learned from the program so far. So in the education sector, so the alumni is it's a big community of people with different professions, right? Where we get to socialize. And in my profession in education, right, teaching per se, there's related admin that I need to do. So that's whereby I use the skills that I learned from being a secretary, that I need to record the information, which is what I do as a teacher as well at school. I need to capture the data and I need to mobilize as well in terms of my learners and everyone else that I work with. So I'd say that was a very beneficial skill that I learned from the program. And then also in terms of networking, right? I've learned to network in the alumni program with different alumni, which I think I'd use that a lot in my field, networking with different colleagues from different schools and etc. Benefits of good networking. All right, so I would say the primary benefit of good networking is that you get to grow your professional learning network, right? So you learn a lot of things from different people. So in my field, you learn different methodologies and how people deal with different problems, right? The context is very big and different, and sometimes I don't have all the solutions to the problem. And sometimes getting to know new professionals in the learning network definitely gives me better ways of doing things. So I would say that's a primary benefit in good networking. But besides that, I also get to connect with people, build social capital. And I think that is important to know people in different places and in important places as well. Yeah. All right, so I joined the program in 2021 through the program PYS, as aforementioned. I was introduced in the program by a good friend of mine, Nicholas Longane, and from there I proceeded to NYS, right? And I was in the education sector, as aforementioned. So that's how I found the program, that I started volunteering with the schools. Then I became a secretary, and then they just gave me an opportunity to showcase my talent. Because they would give us a stipend so that we volunteer. And that's what I did. And yeah, that's how I found the program. I'm not sure if I should elaborate further on the impact, etc. But all right. So I think for me, it was a very significant door opener, the NYS program, because we know that, especially because I come from a previously disadvantaged community that is plagued by socioeconomic issues like crime and unemployment. So it gave me an opportunity to say that with the skills that I have, I can go volunteer. Then I did that in numerous schools. I was volunteering, I was teaching while I was still a student teacher, right? Then with that, I was able to showcase my skills, and that gave me recognitions from my employers around my school. And that was very impactful, and it buttressed my career development, because now I was able to secure job contracts, employment contracts while I was still a student, right? And I was able to negotiate and choose which school I'm going to work in when I'm done. And that was all possible because of the opportunity that NYS gave me, so that I can be able to volunteer, showcase my skill without having to worry about transport and other expenses that are associated with volunteering. So yeah. The alumni program. So yes. So the advice that I would give is that it's definitely worth it. It's definitely worth it, and it's worth a try, because I believe that Afrika Tikkun, what it does, it empowers. It empowers us to be able to leverage what we think we have inside of us, and we can use that. You can use that to leverage and turn that into a success, because more than employment, There was alumni day, the first alumni day that I attended, and then I nominated myself for the best, but it was like academic excellent as a student, right? And I thought I was the best, but I didn't get the award, and that really like helped me to increase like my standards in terms of academic excellence, and it pushed me so much. So it was really beneficial because I pushed a lot and I raised the bar because I saw that within the alumni network, people are working. Then that helped me, I think, even when I was a student, I was able to get my, after the alumni event, right? I was able to get my cum laude from UJ. And I think the event was directly related to that because after the event, I then worked so hard in order to improve my marks. So it is very beneficial. So I would definitely advise that it's worth it and you should give it a try. And besides that, you have nothing to lose from the program.
You graduated cum laude?
Yes, no, Mr. I did graduate with a cum laude from UJ. So my final year was last year, right? But my third year, that's when I nominated myself to be the excellent academic. I think that was the category, excellent academia in alumni. And then someone else got the award, right? And I thought I was gonna get it because I was confident that in my class and in my horizon, I was the best. But within the alumni network, it was clear that there was work that I need to put in, right? So after that, then in my fourth year, I then put in some work, and yeah, I worked, working because I wanted that this year at least I get that award before I actually live the student life. So I think that then helped me to lift my average. My average was good, but it helped me to lift my average, and eventually, yes, I did get a cum laude from UJ.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much, sir.
It is.